Hey, what's up, everyone? I figured Christmas is almost like less than a week away, but I figured in the meantime, if, uh, an interesting movie I thought would be interesting to discuss is the movie Lila and Eve, which stars Viola Davis and Jennifer Lopez. The premise behind Lila and Eve is Viola Davis's character Lila is a mother who went through I guess you would say like a personal loss after like the death of her older son Stefan in a drive-by shooting, and uh, she feels kind of like the frustration, being ignored, by the police, and trying to get justice for her son. So she, like while in a group, therapy, grieving session, she ends up encountering a single mother by the name of Eve, played by Jennifer Lopez's character, who can relate to what Lila's character is going through, since she lost like a daughter of hers, and Eve gives the idea, rather than I guess trying to suppress the rage and the anger that Lila feels over the death of her son. She decides, I guess you would say, like embrace it and kind of go like in a modern day vigilanteism of sorts, because they figure if justice won't won't help them out, they figure they'd rather take matters into their own hands and try to get justice their own way. And I will say it's a rather compelling, story, since it is kind of unfortunate that a lot of times justice doesn't always do what it's intended to do, and sometimes people are forced to take matters into their own hands in order to I guess get little payback for the loss of a loved one under unfortunate circumstances. And of course, Viola Davis does an incredible job playing the character. Like, is she's trying to figure out like how do you keep yourself together when losing, your older son, and then she tries to figure out like how does she be a mother to her youngest, son, Justin. And of course, it's kind of like the Lila and Eve are kind of like the yin and yang to each other, if that makes any particular sense. And then of course, the cops, are kind of like wanting to go after, I guess, Lila and Eve for the, I guess, take matters into their own hands. And it's an interesting story. I mean, well, it's nothing original, but and something you would say like familiar trend, but it tells a decent story and it's good for what it is. So that's pretty much my take on this particular film. So it's definitely worth something given a look, particularly because of Viola Davis's performance. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. All right, everyone. Thanks again.